Politics is a very, very interesting game. And I've always confessed my love for politics. Because there are certain things which happens in politics which you really can't understand why they are happening. Who would have imagined, for example, that Eseli and Moses Wetangula would one day break up? Who would have imagined that? Who would have imagined that Wafula Wamunyinyi would leave for Kenya? Today, at Bomas of Kenya, a new political party was formed. The Democratic Action Party of Kenya, DAP Kenya. That party is associated with Eugene Wamalwa. But from where I am sitting, I can see the hand of Raila Amolo Odinga in that new political party. In this video, I want us to try and figure out Raila Odinga's game plan with that party. Before we do that, if you're watching the channel for the first time, click the subscribe button just now. If you are subscribed already, please just take a second or two, click that thumbs up, or just drop your comment. Now let me get back to the main issue. Raila Amolo Odinga officially declared that he was going to run for the presidency, or he will be running for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya in 2022. From what I'm observing, Raila Odinga is ready and is actually working on a scheme of a super alliance, which is going to be called Azimio la Umoja. I see the hands of Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta in this new political party. Just like I see the hand of President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga in Kiraitu Murungi's political party, Mbas. I see the hand of President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga in that party. What is the name? Of Northern Kenya. And I can clearly tell and see the game plan. During today's National Delegates Conference of the newly formed or the newly launched party, I observed 4 things before we get into the details. 4 things. The first thing I observed was the people present at this meeting. Initially, it was speculated that Raila Odinga was going to be the chief guest. And strategically, in my view, Raila Odinga did not attend this meeting for strategic reasons only. But at this meeting, I saw Eugene Wamalwa. At this meeting, I saw Peter Munya. And I'm asking myself, was Peter Munya there because of Eugene Wamalwa, or was he there because of Raila Amolo Odinga? Was he there as Uhuru Kenyatta? Or was Peter Munya there as Raila Odinga's running mate? So Peter Munya was there. I saw Peter Odeke Ojamong present, which tells you the side this new political party is going to lean towards. This new political party is going to lean towards the Azimio la Umoja. So that's the first thing. The second thing I noted was the party colors. The party colors actually resembles those of the Azimio la Umoja. Is it by design? Nothing in politics happens out of mere coincidence. So the choice of that color is also telling. The third thing I observed is that these guys were very categorical. That number one, they will fill seats. They'll fill candidates in almost all seats from MCA. But they will not field a presidential candidate. And after this, the convention, they have actually issued a statement that they'll work with Azimio la Umoja. So basically, this new party is going to work with Raila Amolo Odinga. And the last thing I noted was that Wafula Wamunyinyi was made the party leader. Eseli was made the Secretary General. Those are the positions they were holding while claiming the ownership of Ford Kenya. And people are asking, why is the Secretary General and the party leader from the same region? The answer to that you can guess in ANC or even in Ford Kenya. Because in Ford Kenya, the party leader used to be Moses Wetangula. And then the Secretary General used to be Eseli Semio. So basically they are following that particular line. But what is Raila Odinga's game plan? I think Raila Odinga is using this new party for his 2022 politics in the larger Western Kenya. His game plan is very simple. Raila Odinga has zoned the Luhya nation. So there's the Busia, Kakamega, and Vihiga. Those ones Raila Odinga is going to deal with them personally. And that's where the deputy party leader, Wycliffe Ambetsa Paranya, is going to come in. Those three counties, Busia, Raila will deal with it, Kakamega, he will deal with it, and Vihiga. So that's the first strategy. The second strategy is Bungoma. Without Moses Wetangula, Raila Odinga was only going to remain with his traditional support base in Bungoma. So what they are doing now, what Raila Odinga is doing is that he's going to use this DAP party alongside ODM. So where ODM will be strong, like in Tongaren, for example, they'll definitely give the DAP candidate a chance and support. Where ODM has the potential, then they'll support the ODM candidate. And at the end of the day, they'll be able to squeeze some juice from Bungoma. The third one is Trans Nzoia. Again, the strategy is simple. If ODM will be strong, then the other parties will support. Where these other political parties will have a say, for example, Eugene Wamalwa is likely to run for the gubernatorial seat in Trans Nzoia. If not, then he's going to support Natembeya. So that's the game plan for Raila Odinga in the larger Western Kenya. But why DAP? Why DAP? Why DAP? Why is Raila Odinga going to use DAP? 4 reasons. Number one, this party has been formed specifically to checkmate Moses Wetangula and to checkmate Musalia Mudavadi. It's that simple. If you've been following politics, when Ford Kenya broke with Raila Odinga, that's where their problem began. So Raila Odinga was able to reach to Eseli, Wamunyinyi, and other Ford Kenya, and they were actually taking the party. The idea was to checkmate Moses Wetangula and stop him from publicly supporting William Ruto. You go to Mudavadi's party, ANC. You remember there was Osotsi who was the Secretary General. Immediately there was that fallout. Osotsi was brought on board. Then the moment they removed Osotsi, so the idea now is that ANC party, in Kakamega, we are going to have 2 strong candidates fighting, and there's going to be a fallout. Malala and Ayub Savula. So basically, what is being done is to checkmate these NASA core principles. Because the truth of the matter is that politics is a perceptual game. Weta and Mudavadi used to add that perceptual value to Raila Odinga. If they'll be reluctant, then it means Raila Odinga should not suffer that perceptual value. So what they'll do is that they'll go, a new team will be propped up. So that's the first thing, checkmate. Number two, I tend to think that President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga are actually laying the ground for an elaborate super alliance. I don't know when this super alliance is going to be officially launched or when these parties will be merged, but I think they've zoned the regions where ODM is strong, where Jubilee is not strong, where they can go alone, where they can go through regional parties. At the coast, for example, those who are not comfortable with Raila again, they have now been made to support Kingi. So they are now in PA. That PA is with Raila Odinga because Amason Kingi has announced already that he's going to support Raila Odinga. So you get this strategy. So you break out, hold those who are breaking out from ODM, then have your own party, but support Raila. The same is going to happen to other regions where Raila Odinga's party is not well received. They're going to create small parties. And these small parties will join a super alliance. So we are going to have DAP coming up with Eugene Wamalwa, Amason Kingi coming on board with his PA. Who else? Kiraitu Murungi with his party. Moses Kuria will also come with his party. And a super alliance will be formed to campaign for Raila Amolo Odinga. Very simple strategy. Number three, in my view, I think these guys are also out to create regional kingpins. Where they cannot go directly, they'll use the regional kingpins. In Bungoma, without Moses Wetangula, and they're not going alone, they'll use Wamunyinyi. And of course, it would be easy for Wamunyinyi to convince the people that already Wetangula cannot form the government, but his side has the potential. So these guys are actually creating regional parties. And these regional parties will be brought together to support Raila Amolo Odinga. And lastly, this party has also been formed to counter any impact should Wetangula decide to join Ruto or Mudavadi decide to join Ruto, or if they were to decide to go alone. So Raila Amolo Odinga will not be dealing with the aftermath of their defections. For example, if Weta were to leave today, Simiyu and the other group will call a press conference and just dismiss it. But when he was still the principal, he would scare everybody. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. And I want to take this opportunity to wish the new party good luck. We'll be watching to see how the party is going to grow. I'm here. If you want me to become your member, please place a phone call to me. Yeah, so I can become your member. Bye-bye.